Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull up bear, we adapt typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbits our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat.
Yes, guys, let's make this money. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, bingo bango. Let's do it. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, mic check, mic looks good, and let's do it. All right, 3, 2, 1, bingo bango. What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What time? Is it your time? Is it in the morning, afternoon? It doesn't really matter. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the, you guessed it, complicated terms, pattern memorization, support, resistance. You know, if you're able to find a higher high and the price action breaks above it, chances are you're changing the trend from a downtrend or sideways trend to an uptrend. Same thing, if you can find a break of structure or where the price action comes down, comes back up, and it says, nope, I'm going to go back down, and breaks that lowest level of support, there's a pretty good chance we're going to go down. It's literally that easy. Now, the difficult part is it going to continue going down? Or is it, if it breaks up, is it going to continue going up? So that's the hard part. Now, when you're looking at the larger time frames or the macro picture, this is where you can determine, is this a continuation of the trend, uptrend, going up? Or is this a continuation of the downtrend, going down? Everything in between your major levels. So you have your weak high if you're in an uptrend. You have your weak high, so you're anticipating that this high will break. You have your strong low. Anything in here is referred to as internal structure. So the price can go up and down, making higher highs, lower lows. It doesn't even matter. As long as it's within this, it's still at the moment considered bullish, because it's in this zone. But if it breaks below the zone, well, now it's a reversal for the uptrend. If it breaks this level, well, now it's a continuation. So that's the thing that we have to do, is look at the macro picture and what should the price potentially tend to go up, continue, or down. Is there information in the economy as far as the market goes, news? Did some kind of report happen to where it's not good for the economy? Well, it's going to take everything down. All right, let's see here. Moving on. Thank you guys for smashing the likes. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. All right, so let us look and here. Oh, and I messed up. I did the wrong one. Let's see here. So let me get rid of this one and let me do this one. I have the chat in 2 different places. on one of my main monitors, and then another one off to the side. And I actually put out the wrong one. So now we have the right ones. So everything is good. Everything's good now, guys. Let's see what you got in here. Let's see here. Ian says, I made too many mistakes in 2024. Man, it's already the end of the year. It's already the end. I just realized that. I just want to make 2025 bull run now, please. Yeah, same here. Same here. See, I'm fed up with the being underwater. I tell you what, though, you're still holding your breath. That's good. You haven't run out of breath. When you run out of breath, that's the bad part. Waiting is hard, man. Waiting, patience and waiting is the most expensive lesson that I learned in crypto. Most expensive. But I refuse to sell at a loss. Man, my man. Right there. That is the winner mindset. So, of course, there's always, you know, the victim mindset. Oh, look at what happened to me. This is not blah, blah. The winner mindset is, you know what? I'm here. Here for another day. Let's see if I can make today better than yesterday. And this right here, I refuse to sell at a loss. Because you know that we have a 99.99998% probability that the light is at the end of the tunnel. And we can see the light. We can see the light. The light is at the end of the tunnel. We are going to make crazy money. Crazy money. And if you're in trades right now, or if you're doing long-term holds, I have several long-term holds. Man, I'm down a bunch. I'm down a bunch. Which reminds me, I do need to add to them. But with that being said, it's unrealized loss. It's not realized until you actually hit that sell button. Same thing with wins. It's not a profit unless you sell. How many of us have been up 200%, 500%, 10%, whatever? And then it comes down and then your stop loss gets hit. Or you sell and you barely broke even. It's not profit until you sell. It's not a loss until you sell. So that mindset of I'm not selling, great. That's what makes you the winner. Hey, we got Sam in the house. What's up, Sam? Appreciate you, man, for being here. All right, so definitely let's look at what's going on right now. This is on the hour time frame on Crypto Bubbles. We do have APT up slightly. We have ENA up almost 3%. We have Beam over 1.5%. Render, so I mean, it's not too great. However, today we have noticed the market changing due to Bitcoin. We're going to go over Bitcoin in just a moment. But of course, in the group, you know, constant updates when they need to be, you know, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. We have people that, well, it's all around the clock as far as activity in the group, because one, we have people across the world. And so they'll post Bitcoin updates. If I see their Bitcoin update like 3 or 4 in the morning, I'll put in my, you know, thought process as well. Man, Bitcoin, it had that little flip, So of course, if you entered longs, right, it's always risky when the price dumps or comes down really hard, then starts coming up. If you enter for a long and it goes long, great. However, that's very high risk because it could continue the downtrend. And if it does, well, then you get stopped out. And granted, notice how they don't post those. They don't post those. But if it goes their way, then of course they post it. Oh, Jono. Oh, I love Jono. Jono, man. Joe, it's the weekend. The weekend is here. Expect volatility. That was a post that we would see every single weekend, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and also including Monday at times, where it's the weekend. Expect volatility. Yeah. Speaking about that, I've had a few people reach out. In reference to, you know, how does this group work versus a different group? And I let them know. I said, well, in our group, we don't post 20 charts a day. When we do post, we give you the exact entries, which makes me more more accountable. I was like, reliable? No, wrongable. More accountable. I tell you when, or I give you advice on when to move up your stop loss, when to add to your entries, when to scale in. That's the main difference. And of course, we have all the updates. See here, Ian says Sunday night, Monday morning, it still hunts me. Telling you guys, telling you. All right, so this is on the hourly time frame. If you have coins, guys, please let me know. I want to look at some coins right now. I believe we're at our max already. For our group, I don't like posting more than 3 charts per day. Don't like doing it. When it gets like super crazy, like great, I might do 5. Why don't I want to put more than 3? Why don't I be like the other groups and do 20 so I can have all these results? Well, let's just say 5 of those 20 play out. Did you enter all 20? If so, how much money did you put in on 20? You can't put as much money as you would if you could do 3. And then what happened to the other ones if they didn't pan out? So my thing is to reduce your risk, increase your profits, reduce the amount of money that you're putting in all these coins, just kind of doing a shotgun approach. And what we do is like a sniper approach. We have our scope, we're focused in, and we enter trades. Now, do we lose? Yes, of course. Of course we lose. It depends on the market. But when we win good, and it makes up for the losses. And I did a video yesterday. I know, sidetrack. I did a video yesterday explaining risk management. And this was for the group. So it's a VIP group. And of course, you know, there's a lot of thought process that goes videos and posts and just everything else in reference to protecting your money. These groups, they don't talk about that. They want your money. I protect your money. And I'm like, okay, guys, this is risk management. This is what this means. This is how you risk your, you know, percentage of your portfolio. This is what it actually means. Not because when I didn't know what it meant. I was like, man, I can't trade with that. That's nothing. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. Jono says, can we do some FA and TA on EIGEN? It's a newish coin. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah. And since that's the first one, that one will have more information than other coins. All right. So let us go. This is the daily. Hex up 31%. So what do I expect from Hex? For it to come down. Whiff. It's funny. I did a thought process video showing people how to do stuff. And I actually entered Whiff just because I was doing some charts and I was like, okay, let's do this one. I like how it looks. It's in this range, etc., etc. Entered it and I'm up like 40%. I'm like, well, okay, I'll take it. But well, yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, there's of course, you know, there's so many alerts that you can do. Now, will we miss trades in the group? Yes, 100%. Why? Not posting 20 charts a day. That's why. You know, the charts that we do post, you know, it's more about not having that shotgun approach. And then when you win, you win, you know? All right, moving on. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and get to the charts. So here is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. We've been looking at Bitcoin. We've been updating Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. Of course, we do have where it was in an uptrend. It came down. It broke this level, changing the trend. Broke this level again, continuing the trend, making higher lows, higher highs, and then, broke this level. This is how easy it is, guys. This is how easy it is. It broke this level. Watch out. Now, could it come down a little bit and then continue up? Yep, 100%. That's why you have a stop loss really tight. But on this one, it continued down. So it went down, then it came up, then it came down, broke this level. Okay, continuing the downtrend. And that's all we're doing. This is what I've shown for, I think, since the beginning. Basically what we're doing is if we're going to enter a long, all we're doing is, of course, this part right here has to do a higher high or higher low. That's one of the important rules. Then as it crosses this level, the most recent high, which is also known as a BOS, BOS, break of structure, you enter. Now, if it does the other way, where it comes down and it does this, just how this is right here, it comes down and then it goes up, because it has to retrace. Like, it needs to eat some of this liquidity either way it goes. If it goes up, it has to take this, at least some. It took a little bit, nothing. Now it's taking the liquidity, took all of it. But once it breaks this level, the lowest support level, newly created support level, also known as a BOS, well, then you can enter a short. Now, can the price change direction and go like this? Can it barely break it and then reverse? Yep. Once it crosses this level, guess what? It's a break of structure. Now we go long again. Now, the lower time frames, you're going to have more of this up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's recommended, depending on your coin, to go in a higher time frame if you're going to be switching direction. And this is internal structure for knowing, let's say this is a bullish zone. So that means, you know, the price is down here, it's breaking higher highs, and so this is a bullish zone. So we know that we have a very high probability that it could be a continuation pattern. If that's the case, you know, what we could do is price is up here. Yeah, let's make some money going down. So we're not waiting for it to kind of bounce and then we enter the trade. Or let's make some money going down. So with that being said, you know, once it breaks the low, we enter the trade for a short. And then let's say we enter a short and we're riding it, it starts coming up. It's like, uh-oh. It starts coming down. It's like, all right, cool. Starts coming up, uh-oh. Now what we can do is go to a lower time frame and then to see if it's breaking levels. If it break a level, okay, broke another level. So, you know, on a higher time frame, it's breaking those levels too. Break another level, it's like, oh man, let me just close it. Let me see what happens. I don't know if it's going to continue down. If it continues down, once it breaks this level, you enter the short again. But if it comes up and it breaks this level, close your short. Matter of fact, I had a short. I was trading this as a range trade and I got stopped out. Very, very tight stop loss, extremely tight. I'm talking to where if Bitcoin just sneezed or did a hiccup, I get stopped out. And sure enough, this was a range that I was looking at a smaller time frame. Let's go to 15.5. I forget what it was. I think it was a 5 minute. So what I was doing is I saw this. I was like, okay, cool. You know, let me do a little range. So here's this to this. So here's this to this. And I started to come down. I was like, all right, cool. Let me enter the trade. So I entered the trade. And then as soon as I entered it, making money, coming up, stopped out. I mean, it was tight because I had high leverage because I want, you know, just to get this little move to here to possibly see if we get a bounce. So I got stopped out. Okay, no problem. Came down here, broke again. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Higher, lower high. Entered again. 10 seconds later, stopped out. Okay, maybe it's not the one. Started coming up some more. So now, do this number. All right, cool. So it comes up here. And then sure enough, it starts coming down. Okay, this is the high. Now we're going to possibly continue the break of the lows to continue this structure. Nobody knows what's going to happen. All right, so let me go ahead and enter. So I entered, I think here. So it's just coming down. Entered here. All right, coming up. Oh, stopped out again. Okay. Now, I'm just waiting. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I already got stopped out twice. Granted, it's very, very little money because what I like doing is scaling in. Then I start seeing this. Bounce, bounce, bounce. It breaks through. Okay, cool. I'm not going to get tricked again, though. Let me see if it continues to come down, maybe to this area, even break. And then that way I can have some entries. Didn't do it. Came up, got busy, looked at it again. It's like, dang it. It was actually doing a reverse. But nobody knows until after the fact. Now, granted, could we have traded going up as soon as it did these? When it broke this level? You could have. But my bigger picture mindset, because we don't know because this is all little picture. The bigger picture mindset is, hey, break a structure coming down. This low is weak. This is the targeted low. So if it comes up here, gets rejected, hopefully we break it and come down. If not, okay, hopefully we break it and come down. Okay, hopefully we break it and come down. In hindsight, well, Joe, why didn't you see that there's a break of structure right here, lower time frame? Why didn't you enter? Here's another break of structure. Here's another. You can see it's stepping. Look at this, Joe. We have nothing but higher lows and higher highs. Hindsight, very important. All these mentors, they will show you this stuff in hindsight, but in the moment, broke low, higher chance break lower. We can always, get that reversal, and sure enough, but I absolutely love it. All these mentors and all these people don't, you didn't buy the bounce? How come you didn't buy the bounce? They're only posting it's a bounce because it's after the fact. How many times have they tried to get a bounce and it kept on going lower, get stopped out? They try again, it goes lower, get stopped out. Try again, go lower, get stopped out. And then finally it does bounce. Hey guys, y'all didn't get the bounce? I got the bounce. Look at me. I have 7 million trillion% leverage, and I made $70 trillion. Okay. But just give you a heads up, like nobody knows until after the fact. Higher the time frame, the better, or the stronger the move is. So with that being said, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. We saw this right here. We saw this break of structure on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So now this low, which was a 4 hour, we could probably adjust this too, but now this is a strong low. It's a strong low, and this is a weak or targeted high. And at the moment it was right here. And sure enough, it broke through it. And maybe it comes up here to the strong 4 hour and then gets rejected. But we won't know unless we look at lower time frames. And if it breaks, let's just say this level right here, coming down, this could be the first step of it possibly coming down again and entering, order blocks or Fibonacci gaps. All right. So that is my thought process on a Bitcoin. I'm hoping y'all like all this training and just thought process that I do. I went to one live stream yesterday. The dude, all he did, let me show you what he did. Wrong one. Let me just show you what he did. It's going to be really quick because it was really quick. Oh, man. Oh, it's other things. Okay. So this is basically what he did. He went on a higher time frame. Let's just say the day. And he sees this. And then I didn't even pay attention to his fib retracement. But then he'd get his fib retracement and he'd go from here to here. He would have his levels, so this would be like a different one. So this would be something like this, and he would be this was the extent of his technical analysis. Give me a coin, guys. Bitcoin. So then he put Bitcoin. He would literally do this. All right, guys, so it could come down to 50K, and then our first target is 89K, and our second target is 97K. All right, and then he would have like 30 coins. So at the beginning of the video, he's asking for, it was literally 30 minutes of people telling him different coins. I was like, oh man, this dude's like, how long is this show? Is this like a 5-hour show? Then when I started seeing him doing his call outs, I was like, wow, dude spends less than 5-10 seconds, less than 5 seconds charting it, and then 5 seconds, we'll say 20 seconds because he got to type. And then he goes to the next one. That is no TA. That is, eventually, yeah, sure, price is going to reach those numbers eventually. But I was like, man, my nose itches. All right. But yeah, that's what he did. He would pull a fib. All right, guys, so our entry is at 52.1, and our target is 86, and then the next target is 95. And then go to the next one. It's like, okay. Granted, if you buy anywhere, and chances are this could come lower to around, 49, 40, even lower. But if you hold it long enough, yeah, of course it's going to reach those levels, especially right now. You can do that. But in the bull market or the end of the bull market, there is 0% chance that you can do that. Zero. Because in the end of the bull market, like, you're going to need to know TA, because you're not going to be doing all those crazy predictions, you know, because they're not going to hit. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. All right, so let us look at, trying to remember which one was, oh, okay, default. So 1 second, I'm trying to look for a YouTube. Okay, so this is a YouTube one. All right, so let us look at, there was a coin right here. So EIGEN. Ooh, it's on Binance. And it's on XC. Okay. So let us copy. And then let us come over here to our fancy tool. Our fancy tool. How come I can't drag it? This is Coin Market Cap. I do like going to Coin Market Cap. You can go to Coin Gecko as well, but I do like Coin Market Cap. So right here, this is, I guess it's pronounced EigenLayer or EigenLayer. I'm not too good at English. All right. So let's see this. It's a 738 million market cap. Okay. So it's still small, but it's not on the very small side. So we're going to the all. It came out beginning of the month. Begin a brand new coin. Brand new coin. Where is it available to buy? Binance. Okay, so you have to pay a lot of money to be on top exchanges. Give you all a heads up. So they had either fundraisers or they had pre-sales or something to where they got on Binance right out the bat. So with that being said, usually when the first day when the coin gets posted, the coin normally dumps, and it's expected because everybody who did the pre-sale, they're making a huge profit, and that's what they want. They want to make profit. All right, next one is Coinbase, another very large, reputable place. So right there, right off the bat, I don't know what this coin is. Right off the, I'm guessing it has to do with Ethereum and some kind of like layer 1 or something. But right off the bat, Binance and Coinbase, very nice. Then of course, you know, we have Kraken, Gate.io, Bybit, other exchanges. So, and they're on a lot of exchanges too. Are these other exchanges? Yeah, look at this. I mean, KuCoin, Mexi, BitGet, BingX, they dished out some money. Either that or they had a bunch of coins to give to the exchange. Oh yes, definitely guys, smash the like button if you're enjoying the content. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm doing fundamental analysis. Very important whenever you're looking to enter a trade. Very important. So in addition to this, you can't see it because I'm a big old, oh, let's go ahead and just hide the camera. So we do have Ethereum ecosystem and restaking. Okay, so let's go to their website. Where is their, do they have a website? Website right here. EigenLayer. Why is it all white? Don't like it. Restake now. Restake what? Kind of confusing. I don't like the colors. They need to work on their colors. Now, why is this important? Why am I even pointing this out? Well, if you have a very nice, high-tech website, chances are your coin will do very, very well. If you have a website that looks like from the 1990s, it's like if they didn't put any effort into the website, what kind of effort did they put in their coin? Let's see here. The text is really small, kind of hard to see, light blue with dark. So is there anything else? I'm going down. And I had to go down a whole bunch for it to change page. Look, see this over here? Maybe going down a whole bunch before it changes pages. Oh, Vibrant New. Okay, so join the AVS discussion group. Don't know what that is either. EigenLayer, the first market for decentralized trust. Why didn't they put this at the very top? Data availability, decentralized, well, whatever. Okay, so oracles, more stuff. Use, okay. That's it. Let's go to their Twitter. I don't like their website, period. Joined July 2022. So it's been 4 years. They have 308,000 followers. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Built, open, and okay. So now just to let you know, just because I don't like certain things about whatever doesn't mean you can't make money. So just gonna give you a heads up. All right. See, they pinned this. Introducing programmatic incentives version 1. This stuff is too smart for me. I have no idea what they're saying. The reason for crypto to exist, as explained by this person. Want to build on EigenLayer? Schedule a call or learn more here. Don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. Maybe I'm just that dumb. Talk to me like I was 5. EigenLayer, you can build dApps. Got it. I don't know what this is. Sam says pillow talk. No pillow talk here. See here. Road Dog says EIGEN getting a lot of FUD with reports that devs pulled the same scammy move TAI devs did with locks and dumping staking rewards. Drama. So that's the next part of the fundamental analysis. That's actually the tokenomics. And great point, Road Dog. Great point. All right. See, meet meta layer. I don't even know what the EigenLayer is. Okay, so welcome to the EigenLayer Unlocked. We've curated a special group of builders from the EigenLayer ecosystem for a multi-week virtual event starting today, which was 6 hours ago. Maybe here you can say, what the heck are you? Like, I don't understand. Okay, so with that being said, now our next step is to go to, where do I have it? Is it news? No. I need to put it over here, but it's CryptoRank.io. I do have it favored. Where do I have it favored at? Guardian. Okay. So the next step is to go here. And what you want to do is you want to dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. Brand new coin. Let's see if there's any token unlocks. And if so, when to expect the coin to possibly dump. All right. So the next step, we look once again, market cap is 738 million. Price was way down here. The day of the release, this is why I never count the very first candle, is because you get this. This right here, to me, is not valid information. I will never pull a fib from here. I will never use the first candle as a candle for any measurement, because this is when it's most manipulated. Normally, the first 2 to 3 days is when you get all the manipulation. So if you're on the 4-hour time frame, I don't use the first several candles that creates a day and then some, for this reason. Hopefully that makes sense. Mark that down, guys. This is extremely important information that I provide to you every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I give you the who, what, where, when, especially the why. Why don't I go off of this first candle? Manipulation. People who bought in the seed round at a much lower price bought it way down. Oh, not the negative, but maybe they bought it at, and we'll find that out in a little bit, but they bought it at a very 0.004 cents. And then when it gets on the exchange, it's listed at 2 cents. So right away, they're selling. You can only buy from someone who is selling, and the pre-seed people, they're the ones who are selling to you. And this is where you get this huge pump, and then sometimes you get a huge dump afterward. I'm very impressed that it didn't dump afterwards. Well, at least to like halfway. Very impressed with that. All right, moving on. Let's see. If you're enjoying the fundamental analysis that I give, and also the tokenomics that I'm sharing with you, put a 1 in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, do a #1. If this stuff doesn't really interest you, put a 2, and it's okay. Put a 2. If you're watching this on replay, put a #2, and I will explain the importance of why you need to know all this stuff, especially for a new coin. I'll give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So right now, the circulating supply, this is something also very important to understand. Circulating supply means that, well, this is only the amount of tokens that are in supply. As more tokens become available in the supply, well, this is how it works. Supply gets reduced, and what happens? Usually the demand goes up. So let's say there is something that you want, whether it's a vehicle, or let's just put, for example, a vehicle. You want this vehicle, this particular make and model, there is only 5 of them available. Well, that makes it more valuable. So that makes it more to where you want to buy it. Like, you're going to try everything in your power to buy that car before it goes away, and then there's no more. Versus if there's 500,000 of those cars, I can get it later. I mean, there's a lot. Same thing with this. So when the circulating supply is lower, there is a higher chance that, more than likely people are going to be getting this coin. But as more come in, so more token unlocks, well, now there's more supply and people are going to dump on you. That was kind of a bad analogy. I started going somewhere and I kind of turned because there's 2 different ways that I was going to go with that. So that one analogy, I would not put that in the books. All right, moving on. So we do have a token unlock in 3 days. We're going to get to that in just a moment. So all-time high was September 30th at $4.48. So this is more than likely the day it was released. The all-time low was $3.06, which was just about 6 days ago. And let's see here. So we do have the team with actual pictures of people as opposed to, emojis. So that's good. So they raised 100 million. You would think that they would be able to raise a whole bunch more, especially being in all those exchanges. They probably gave all those exchanges a lot of tokens. Road Dog says, beware of newer projects released with valuations. You are the exit liquidity for the VCs, venture capitalists, which are the ones who buy in before, the ones who pretty much fund the account or fund the project. See here. Then it says, why are VCs rich? They play the game and noobs fall for it. Yep. High valuations, that is, yeah. And let's see it. Very smart. So David says, anytime you're dealing with a new asset, you want to learn as much as possible about it if you plan on investing any real money on or into it. The more you know, the more you can potentially de-risk yourself. 100%. To both of you guys, 100%. All right, moving on. And this is why it's very important to understand. I didn't know any of this stuff, guys. I didn't know how to do fundamental analysis, tokenomics. I didn't understand any of this, and I would get wrecked. Why is this coin going down? It's supposed to be good. Well, just like how they're saying, the VCs, venture capitalists, like you are their exit liquidity. And the job now is to get more people to buy into this coin so that you can have them as your exit liquidity if you're planning on just, getting in and out of coin. Now, granted, that's the name of the game. Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game. So moving on, we do have this. We have several markets that they're on. We've already established that. What is this? This is restaking collective for Ethereum. Okay. So stakers to opt into a validating new software models built on top of the Ethereum ecosystem. Stakers opt in by granting the EIGENLayer smart contracts the ability to impose additional slashing conditions on their staked Ethereum, allowing for extensions. Oh man, that sounds complicated as far as what it does. So if I read that right, and I probably didn't, if you're staking your Ethereum, you can also kind of double dip into it and stake more or somewhere else. I don't know. Road Dog knows a lot about staking and moving stuff around. Maybe he would know. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, where's the token unlocks? Oh, I had to go on the topic. Oh, the vesting. So here is the vesting. Vesting is token unlocks. So here we go. So investors locked is 29%. It's almost a third. That's a lot. Early contributors, 25%. That's currently locked. That's almost a third. Community incentives, 0.67%. That's locked. So stake drop. So this was unlocked, and then the stake drop 2 was unlocked as well. Okay. This is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Now, of course, here it has so 2 years locked. So that's for the investors and the early. That's hopefully they don't rug. You know, anybody can rug at any time. But hopefully they don't rug. But 2 years for those locks. See here, batch 1 for the cliff is going, and hopefully I can. Yeah, there's more down here. Okay, so vested at. Okay, so this right here they've already issued out. All right, 100%. So here, this is what I like looking at, guys. This is what I like looking at. October 15, which is in 3 days. So I think this is every month. Okay. So here they're going to unlock 11.22 million, which is 0.67% of total supply into the market. Now, when this happens, if you have, so it all comes supply and demand. If you have a whole bunch of tokens, it kind of reduces the demand. This is why like burning tokens is kind of important, because if you burn tokens, you're reducing the supply. In turn, should increase the demand. So here we do have token unlocks coming up, and then every month on the 1st, token unlocks. So here's for the community incentives. So you may see a drop in price because people are going to be getting these tokens, and they're going to probably sell. See here, Road Dog says, best to do what the big dogs do. Sell the hype. Don't buy into it. Easier said than done for most of us. But that's where our mindset should learn during this market. Yes. So learn from your mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of people have made a lot of mistakes, but we learn from them, and that's how we become successful. Versus having the victim mentality is, why is it always happening to me? Why is this always happening again and again? No, learn from your mistakes. See here. Oops, wrong one. Road Dog says, you can see there who is getting the lion's share of the rewards, and selling. Yep. David says, token unlock times and quantities are very important. Yeah. See, Pith, I guess, did very well last year, but they had a token unlock that caused a lot of traders who didn't know get stuck. Yep. So this is why it's important. So every time on the first wait a minute. Okay. Am I reading this right? October 15th, 2024 is a unlock. And the next one isn't until next year? Am I reading that right? Normally when I see this, it's like once a month. Am I reading this right, guys? Community incentives, 15%, which is right here, of the total supply. And there should be more unlocks. Does that look funny to you guys? I would assume this would be monthly, not next month and then nothing for a year. To me, that doesn't make any sense. One thing I also want to do really quick, I know we're kind of, this is a deep dive, guys. This is a deep dive. Oh, let's do this. Probably could have gone from there, but let's see here. Just really quick. Okay, I was trying to see if they had the and this is their white paper. I was trying to see if they had their tokenomics on here as well, how they're distributing. But I don't see it. Just really quick. Rewards. Key terms. Blah, blah, blah. More important words. Give me pictures. I want to see a picture. Restaking, Dockers. Man, that was a mess messing with Dockers for my pre-search nodes. And it wouldn't work. And you had to update it and then mess with code. It was a mess. All right, so I'm not going to find anything here. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we did all that work. Now let's look at the charts. Let's look at the chart. We haven't even looked at the chart. Get out of here, drawing. No drawing. Okay. So on the daily time frame, a lot of selling pressure. Lots of selling pressure. Just know that on the first, well, no, in 3 days, there's going to be a dump. More than likely. Very high risk. And then after that, I would assume every month have a dump, but it's saying a year. I don't believe that. All right, 4-hour time frame. So once again, the first day, I don't do like this. These 2 days I wouldn't do. I would not count these 2 days. Now the reason I don't count these 2 days is for the reason that I just mentioned in reference to this is the manipulation. You know, the buying and then the selling. So I don't look at this. I don't chart it. I don't use this as levels. Nothing. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. And let's say I don't use up to that. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at an uptrend. You know, we do have a, well, starting from here, a low, higher low, high, higher high. So this is my uptrend. I don't like it. I don't like this coin. If I didn't do my FA, fundamental analysis, I would still have the same thought process. I don't like the coin. Why? Look at all these wicks. This is on a 4-hour time frame. Look at all these wicks. Lots of buying pressure, lots of selling pressure. I don't like it. I don't like it. What was the market cap? 23 million or something like that? Or what was it's over here. 732 million. That's a pretty good number, but I wouldn't expect to see these wicks on a 732 million. I would expect to see these wicks on a 10 million, 20 million, but not a 700 and whatever I just said. My memory is, I don't even listen to myself. How's that? 732. I don't like it. Let's go 1 hour time frame. Sam says we need to burn some USD so that we can get more value in it. Yes. All right, 1 hour time frame. Let's get rid of the moving averages because they will not help us. The 1 hour time frame, we can see that we're at resistance on the 1 hour. We can see more ups and downs. We do see that we are at resistance. If we break this level, and we have a very high possibility that we will, expect to see 20-30% drop. Not financial advice, but this is what I possibly think. This is going to be our first area of support, which is right at 20%. But I do think that we will break it, and especially in 3 days when the token unlock happens. Do I know for sure? Nope. Not at all. Am I pretty confident that that's going to happen? Yep. Pretty confident. Now, could I be wrong? 100%. Nobody knows what's going to happen. All we have is our probabilities of what might happen. So for this coin, I would not do anything, especially the next maybe week, maybe 2 weeks. Let the people who are going to get their tokens, let them get them, and then let's see if the price comes down. Sometimes the price goes up, very rarely. Usually price comes down because they're selling coins, because once again, they might have bought it. And one thing that I like doing is sometimes on here, they will actually show, I have way too many tabs open. I'm surprised that I'm not freezing up. In here, usually they'll say, oh man, wrong one. Wrong one. Let's go to overview. Usually on here, it'll say their pre-sale. It'll say their pre-sale or their funding. Normally it's right in this area. Let's see if we can see it. I'm not sure if y'all see it, but usually it has it. What's this? But anyway, it'll have that information on here. So you can see how much, you know, when their vesting periods were. Maybe it's under this. But it'll say when their vesting periods were, if they had, you know, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. And then not only that, but what price each round was at. So let's say round 1 was 0.002. Round 2 was 0.6. Round 3 was $1.22. Round 4, so on and so forth. So that when it gets released on the market for the exchange, it's selling at $3. You know that all those people on the bottom that bought way earlier, they're in huge profits. All right. So I just kind of wanted to show you that, but I can't find the information. Usually it's here if it's disclosed. Maybe I'm just looking over it. All right, moving on. Okay, so that's what my thought process on that one. I hope you enjoy that, guys. I really do. Let me know who's in here, guys. Let me know who's in here. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're in here. I greatly do appreciate it. So as always, the very first coin, we do more of a deeper dive. And then plus, this one was actually requested to do some fundamental analysis due to it being so new. So we did fundamental analysis, tokenomics, technical analysis, all for free. And not only that, but I give you my thought process in the way I navigate through all this stuff, so that you, when you have another coin that comes up, well, you can also do the same information. Okay. So let's see here. So we did that one. Oh yeah. So let me go ahead and pin this. Of course, we do have a VIP group if you want to join it. The link's in the description. Not only that, but also the pin message. But if you don't have any money, don't worry. Ask me questions. This is why I do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're already at the end of the show. Man. But this is why I do this, so I can show you how to do this, so I can show you how to make money. But if you want to do this faster, you join the group. Just send me a message. There's links in the thing I just did. All right, moving on. Let's see here. There was Sam is saying saying ASM, say 41 million market cap, assemble AI. Okay, so let's look at ASM USDT. Let's see if there's any leverage. No leverage. Okay. Mexi, I'm guessing. No. The Gate.io. So see how the name is different, and also the little monogram or whatever it's called different. So because of that, this would be the wrong coin. So assemble AI. So very, very happy that you put assemble AI, because if not, I would have picked this one, Mexi. So this one is on Gate.io, and again, look at the little symbol. So we're doing this one. Oh, I don't like it. What's the market cap? You said 21 million. Let's see here, 41 million. A lot of wicks. Could you make a lot of money on this? Yes, definitely, of course. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. Look, there's no structure. So we must have talked about this some time ago, like maybe over here, and we're saying put an alert here. And then of course the candle must close 4-hour candle above this to enter the trade. I personally would not recommend putting a lot of money in this. I'm not a financial advisor. Do never take financial advice from a guy on the internet, ever. I'm just a guy who knows how to trade. I know what to look for. And here I would have mentioned, you know, on the 4-hour time frame, if the candle closes above this level, after you get alerted, you get into the trade. But don't put a lot of money in it, you know, not financial advice, because, well, it could dump. And if you would have, let's just say you would have done that, let's say you entered here, you would be up. And it's so easy to do this after the fact. Let's say you entered, let's say this one alerted, you know, you saw it and you're like, okay, well, let me enter here. For this very first one, it would have been, now granted, these move very fast up and down. So if you have $500 worth and you're trying to only have 2 targets, you're going to be stuck with those coins. You have to have a sell order here, a sell order here, a sell order here. So depending on the structure, like the buyers and sellers, the order books, you may need 10 targets just to get rid of all your coins, depending on how much you buy. So the first one was 59%. For me, the risk, now if this was like 500%, sure, I throw 500, or I throw 200, I throw 50 bucks in it. Sure, this was 500%. This is only 60%. You are willing to risk 60%. I mean, you risk your money for only 60%? Not me. Because it can come down and wipe 60% out really easy. Super easy. In my opinion, I would stay away from this one. Could you make a lot of money? Yes, of course. Have there been coins before where I've said, man, I wouldn't touch that, and it made 2, 5, 10x? Yep, sure has. It has to do with the risk. I don't want to risk this. Now, granted, people on Twitter and everywhere else, they'll post this one because such a low market cap, it'll pump. And because it pumps, well, then they can claim, oh, we made a 10x. Follow me, join my group, blah, blah. I'm here to protect your money, guys. Can you join this one? Yeah, definitely, of course. Do whatever you want. For me, it's too high risk. To me, too high risk. All right. So let's see here. Mark says, a scam coin, geesh, look at the price action. 100% bots at work. And that's what I refer to all the time when I'm talking about the price action. Let's go to a higher time frame. That stuff freaks me out when there's gaps like that. So all this is just bots, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, because the exchanges, they need people buying and selling. That's how they make money. Exchanges are not going to post a coin on their exchange and nobody's buying it. So because the bots are buying, selling, these exchanges are making, you know, a tenth of a penny or a hundredth of a penny every time that's happening, and it adds up. All right. See, Army Piper says, what's good, brother? Protect that money. That's right. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, Piper, are you having a show today? I brought people there yesterday. I completely forgot about it. So if you're having a show, let me know. And at what time? Is it coming up? Because we're almost done with our show. Let's see here. No show today. Okay, cool. When you do, let me know so I can, or Mark let us know yesterday. It's like, Piper's having a show. Like, all right, let's go with it. All right, so moving on. Let's see here. Raheem says, AO. Let's do some AO or IO. Let's do some IO USDT. Let's just check this one out really quick. Of course, since we're towards the end of our stream, this one looks good. Since we're towards the end of our stream, this is going to be pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. Price did come up, had a really nice retrace of over 50%. Came up again, did another retrace. It looks like it's time to go now. Looks like it's time to go. Let's see here. If it does break this low, watch out. Watch out. We may start a downtrend, or rather continue the downtrend, because right now we're currently in a downtrend for this. We have a high, we have a lower high, and a lower high. So right now we are in a downtrend. In order for us to be very, or rather more bullish, we have to break this number, 2.313. Now we're going to change direction. Now we're going to break this high and start creating higher highs, potentially. Right now, this is on the internal structure. So once again, anything can happen. Let's go to a lower time frame. And let's look at this, what we have here. Some people, if this would have gone down, they would say, oh, look, guys, we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. But since it didn't go down, they won't call that. Let you know. Let's see here. A level that we do need to break is this right here. So for me personally, I would kind of wait to see if it breaks this. I don't know what the market cap is on this one, but regardless, the candles look okay-ish. I'm guessing smaller market cap. Let me see. I mean, they look okay. There's not a lot of wicks. So what was that on 4 hour? So for this one, it would need to break that level in order for us to enter. However, look how high up it is already. I do like the fact that it came up, it broke this, it retraced to here. Let me see. So it's all about risk to reward. And for this one, 18%. And this is why, you know, since we're already like in the middle of it, it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. I don't like it. I would like it if it would have come down, then, you know, kind of like, let me do this again. If it were to come down, then up, then down, then up, and then break this level, which would have been lower, then it would be good, because now we can reduce our risk. You know, 8%, 10% is good. And then, of course, enter here. But here, I feel that we already kind of missed it. I would have to wait and see. And this is only 20%. If this was like 40% or 50%, then sure, we might enter on a lower time frame and have a really tight stop loss with the anticipation of possibly getting stopped out, because chances are the price might come here. So what do I see? I see a high, lower high, lower high, lower, we won't call that, sir. And then possibly a lower high. We have a low, lower low, higher low, but the price action may do something like this. So I would give this one just a little bit more time, see if we could possibly break out. And then you can also see that we have a trend line working here too. So it is breaking out the trend line, but it would definitely have to break this in order for me to be bullish on it, but we're right underneath this, and there's no way I can enter that. If I did enter it, it would be like maybe 33% entry, because I have a very high chance that it comes down. But then if it does this, then we can add another 33%, and now it's building our confluence and building our thought process to where, okay, we have a low, higher low, we're starting to do higher lows, and now we're starting to change this trend to come up. So right now, would I enter? No. But it's coming up. I don't care. It can easily come down. But Joe, it's got a trend line. It's probably going to do a retest and then come up. Still too much. But if you really want this, then definitely, of course, you know, have your entry here, 33%. Once again, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes. Never take financial advice from somebody on the internet. Just a guy who knows how to trade. And I show you all my stuff for free. Do I have a VIP? Yes, of course. Do I push it? Not really. If you want to join it, join it. You learn faster. Give chart setups, call outs, updates on the charts, moving up your stop loss. Enter again here, add to your entry, scale in your entry here. We give very exact, precise, to the 100th of a penny, call outs versus the other groups like, buy the breakout. What time frame? Whatever. What? Give you a heads up. All right, moving on. So that's what I'll do on this one. All right. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that helped. Going down the list, let's see here. Then it dumped hard on token release. Yes, we're talking about tokenomics earlier. So if you missed the beginning of the show or just the last 20-30 minutes, definitely rewind it to then, because man, you are going to check it out. See here, can you check it out, bro? Yes, we did. All right. See here, Mark says, I'm here, but please don't tell my wife. Let's see here, going down the list. Oh wait, I don't have a wife. Oh man, you must be happy. Drinks on me. I tell you what, man, today's Friday. Today, I'm in these charts all day, guys. And the group knows it. Like I'm doing posts or updates at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 12, all day long. Like if they need to be updated, I'm updating. I'm in these charts. But tonight, Friday night, I think around maybe 8 o'clock, I might take off the shoes and relax. We'll see. Let's see here. Mark says, but there's times where even though I'm relaxing, I'm still looking at the charts. I love the charts. I love making money. I love helping others make money. I love helping reducing your risk so that if something turns around and we're in longs and the market starts looking bad, I update the group. Hey guys, move up the stop losses. I'm gonna be updating the charts. Be ready. So I let them know, like, get ready, guys. We're gonna have to start moving up our stop losses because I'm not liking how the market's looking. Mark says, can you place your orders, but they never get hit? You can place your orders within, yeah. So we were talking about low market cap coins. All right, let's see here. Well, you have a question. It's very valid. Man, how many screens you have in your setup? So you need a minimum of 2 screens. You need a minimum of 2 screens. Your main screen for your charts, then your other screen for, you know, your Telegram, your Discord, your YouTube, your videos you're watching for, you know, you always want to improve on yourself. Always invest in yourself before you invest in the market. Rule number 1, we don't realize that rule until after the fact. So if you can find a mentor, hello, mentor, for free, every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this for 1 hour. Right now, we're a little bit over. But I answer all your questions. I show you how to do all this stuff. But 2 monitors minimum, 3 preferably. So for me, I have a 3 monitor setup. I have my main monitor. I have my other monitor that I have my OBS, or I have YouTube going, or maybe other charts that are going, or I'll have my exchange so I can see my money going up or down. And then I'll have my charts here, and then I have my Telegram over here. At one point, this is when I was brand new into the scene, I had my big TV, huge TV mounted up top, and That was my main chart, you know, whether it's Bitcoin or a whole bunch of charts or whatever. That was my main one. Then I had 6 27-inch monitors. You know, I had the arms. The arms were expensive. I don't know how much they, I forget now, like $80 or whatever. But I had 3 of those arms to hold up my 6 monitors. And then I have, I believe they're 10 or 12-inch little LCD monitors that are USB powered, which are really cool. So you can have them with your laptop or whatever, and not have an extra plug. And I had 4, well, I have 4 of those. So I had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11 monitors at one time. Was that overkill? Yes. Did I hurt my neck a lot because I was doing this? Yes. How many do you need? 2 minimum. 3 is perfect. 3 is absolute. If you can get it, if you can do 3, if you can afford 3, do 3. Give you a heads up. Let's see here. David says, I'm not bragging, but I have 4 monitors going and multiple windows open on each one. I've been considering adding 2 more monitors. 2 are really good for minimum. Yes, those arms are 85 each. Yeah. I was thinking about 85, but yeah, I have 3 of those, and then I have, of course, I have a few of the ones with just the 2 monitor things. Have two work areas, 2 workstations, but you know, right now it's just 3 monitors, but 2 is what you really need. And if nothing else, so let's say a 27-inch monitor is too expensive or too much money, they have refurbished little ones, 10-inch or 12-inch. I forget what this one is. This one is an AOC 12-inch maybe monitor, and I think they would go for like $125, but I bought mine refurbished and they were like 75 each. So I got 4 of them. I said, here, let's do it. And they work like a champ. I absolutely love them, and they're really cool, you know, a little monitor, so it's really good. Let's see here. Man, how long you been doing trading? Looks like a pro. Well, so for starters, I'm always learning. And that's why I love watching other people, so I can see how they trade and their thought process. Now, one thing that I do is I love expressing my thought process. The who, what, where, when, especially the why, because in my opinion, the why is the most important. Like, okay, you're doing a trend line, you're doing this, but why? Like, what are you looking at? Like, what do you see? For here, I wouldn't enter this breakout because, well, here is resistance. Here is a main level resistance. This is our mid level. So if we kind of look at it, we have our high, we have our low, and then this area right here is kind of like our mid level. So just kind of give you a heads up, this is an area where I would have to wait. I'd have to wait. I wouldn't want to enter now because then it's going to get rejected and come down. And then what? Get rejected again, come down, now do a lower low. I protect your money, protect my money. All right, moving on. But yeah, in reference to as long as I've been trading, I've been doing this since 4 years now, I guess, since 2020. You know, been doing it, but like in my opinion, I didn't get good until like 3 months after I started learning. But I was learning, I was studying, investing in myself 3 to 4 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day, constant. Like literally, if I was in college and I was studying for a major exam and everything depended on it, that's how hard I was studying. Watching videos, taking notes, going to websites, taking notes, redoing my videos, taking notes again, going back to the websites, adding to those notes, watching videos about the notes that man, like I went hard. And then after 6 months, you know, I'm learning something new and just get better and better. And all it is experience. And that's one thing that I love teaching is my experience. Let me see, did I miss anything? So we're kind of wrapping it up already, guys. Let's see here. Army says, not doing a live stream today, taking the day off. Good for you, Army. Good for you. So if you guys don't know, definitely check out Army Piper in the morning, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where I go for my economic data. I'm not a smart guy. I can't wrap my head around all this economic talk. Hyper breaks it down to a point that I can understand. That's why I love this dude. Like, he breaks it down in a simplistic form. You know, this is good, this is not good, and this is why. Oh, okay. Versus reading information from a website that I could do that. Not only that, but it didn't make sense when I read it, let alone still doesn't make sense when you read it. Hyper, like, dude is smart. So definitely check him out. Definitely check him out. Let's see here. Going down the list of comments. See, John, are you still here? John, if you are still here, put in, can you do Tron or Tron? But I'm not going to do it if you're not here. So let me know, John, if you are here, put Tron again, and I will do it. See here, 16 people watching. Hey, all right, man, we're cranking it up. And we crank up the likes to 200. Yes, I love it. Hey, what happened to that scammer? I forgot about him. Yeah, I was thinking about him today. I was like, man, I hope that scammer comes in today. I was like, wait, did he show up yesterday? I forgot all about him already. Man, the dude doesn't even make an impression. But hopefully he shows up. Hopefully he brings like 1,000 scam viewers, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. See, oh wait, Bangladesh boy is gone. I would think that he would like the song that we made for him. See here, Joe didn't like my coin. Sam, there's sometimes where I'm not going to. And it's funny too. Story time. There was somebody who I've helped multiple times throughout the years. And the last time he reached out to me was 2 years ago. And he reached out to me a day or two ago. It says, hey Joe, how are you doing? Just can you help me out with X, Y, and Z? So I go in and look at the chat to see if I already helped him with X, Y, and Z. And he's telling me that he's been in trading for 4 years at that time, so now it's 6 years, and he really doesn't get it. And he sometimes feels like he's gambling, and he gets in trades and he just doesn't get it. And at that time, 2 years ago, I said, dude, I'm here for you. Like, show me this and this, and I'm going to help you, walk you through the steps. Well, that's the last I heard about. Some people like asking for help, but not wanting help. They just want to hear themselves ask for help. So when he messaged me again a couple days ago, it's like, yeah, what does it mean when there's a POC? Does that mean that the price is going to go down there? So no, it doesn't mean it's going to go down there. It just means that's where the most activity was. So if the price goes down there, what could happen is the price may find it as support and possibly go up. Notice all the words that I'm emphasizing. Could, maybe, possible. He's using terms of definite. It's going to go down. Does the POC point of control mean that the price will go down? No. It might, and if it does, well, that's where it might find support. So not only did I answer his question, but I made a video specifically for him because he was using the visible range volume profile, which is horrible because every time you move your chart, it also moves. So then I go and I tell him, I make a video for him, like a 10-minute video. I said, don't use this indicator because this is why. Use the fixed range volume profile, and this is why. And I gave him several examples, and then I showed him the settings, showed him why about the settings, and then not only that, but I also did a little bit of research on his actual coin that he was asking about, and I told him it's a trash coin. Could he make money off of it? Yes, of course, kind of like the other coins today. And but it just, look at the market cap. People who are buying this coin are only buying it to sell it, it's the team. They're buying the average buys on that coin, $40, $8, $17. Then you get a $5,000 buy. Really? Then a $7,000 buy. Really? Then, as there's little buys going in, but what they're doing is they're manipulating the chart to make it go up. So people can, oh man, it's going up. Let me buy, $20, $50, $100, whatever. And then you see later on in that orders, you see that there's a sell for 5,000. There's a sell for 7,000. So they're just putting the money in, taking out, putting it in, taking out. And every time they're taking out more because, well, they bought lower and they're selling higher. So, and I explained all this to him, and then I made a follow-up video for this guy. Now, granted, he's not in my group. I'm not being paid in any kind of way to help this guy. But what I do, not only here that I'm already way overextended, but what I do is I show people how to do this stuff. And I sent him those 2 videos, and then I told him, I said, listen, man. I said, you came to me 2 years ago saying that you don't know how to trade, saying that, you know, it's kind of like gambling for you. And here again, you're asking me for help. I'm showing you how to do this. Like, if you truly want to learn and not be dependent on anybody, watch my live streams, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I haven't heard from him since. Some people want it, some people don't. Give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Ian says, I have 9 screens and a brace for my neck because, well, no. Let's see here. Army says, bro, I do it all from my phone. LOL. No. Can't do it from my phone. Don't like it. Let's see here. David says, let's go, Piper. Military mentality. I bet that phone is a $50,000 phone, though. iPhone 16. Man, I had an iPhone once. It was an iPhone 7, and I think the iPhone 10 was out. It was like super cheap, like 50 bucks. I bought it. Never had an iPhone before. Man, is it so different. I didn't like it from the box. I didn't like it from the setup. I didn't like it from the apps that I had to pay for. I didn't like it for anything. And I've never changed my mind. So I'm an Android guy. And people who look down on Android people, I don't care. I'm an old man. I don't care what you think. Give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see. Mark says, I heard they had the best mods in crypto space. Yes, Piper Academy. I believe they do. The Piper Academy does have the best mods. Yes, indeed. All right. So Android phones all the way. All right. So good thing that we did not waste our time with that other token that I believe it was John. You want it? Because he already left. Yeah, you gotta stick around, man. You gotta stick around for these coins. You can't just pop in, pop out. All right. That's all I got, guys. I do thank you very much. We're well over our time. Today's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Use Uber or Lyft. And let's see, if you are in a trade. If you are in a trade, make sure to have a stop loss. I notify my team that I had a trade. And of course, I'm doing a lot of things at once. Doing setups, updating the group, making training videos, entering coins as well, you know, entering the coins that I'm posting. And I forgot to, and I actually front ran this one. And I told the group, I said, I'm front running this one. I was doing a thought process video. I'm front running this one. You know, this one's not officially ready. I'm front running it. And then I forgot to do my stop loss. And sure enough, it went the other way. It was a beautiful Head and Shoulders, which I don't trade, but I was trying to front run it. And sure enough, it reversed. And then, of course, I lost a significant amount of money. I didn't realize it until earlier today before the stream. I was like, why am I down? And I was like, oh, crap. You know, because if I get stopped out on one, okay, fine. The others will be positive. And I was like, oh, man. So I waited for 15 minutes to see if it was going to like reverse because it had already gone up. I was like, nope. And let me just cancel it. So I closed it out. And same thing. I'm very transparent. Very transparent. Pride will not get in the way of me telling you certain things. And so sure enough, I tell the group, it's like, hey guys, I had a trade. I forgot to put a stop loss and it didn't wreck me, but it took a good chunk. And I was like, all right. So, you know, always have a stop loss. So that was that story. All right. Let's see. Ian says, I'm not following the news in the US, but are you safe from the next hurricanes that are coming? I don't watch the news. I was really surprised when I saw that Hurricane Helene or whatever that name was, and I didn't know about it until like 2 hours before it hit, because I don't watch the news. And I started getting on TikTok, and I saw a bunch of that coming up. I was like, huh, what's the weather? And I asked, you know, can't say the name, but because it'll turn on. And then it told me that there was a hurricane. It's like, oh snap! I was like, man, I'm not even prepared. I don't have any. I was like, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But hopefully we'll see. Let's see here. Let's see here. Thank you, Joe. You're my favorite. Yo, you're my favorite. All of you guys are my favorite. See, Joe does setups. I do push-ups. Man, I do one. Okay, so I do one push-up and one sit-up a day. Well, like when I get out of bed, I tried doing one push-up. I was like, oh, I can't do it. And then I roll over on my back, and then I got to swing up. So I consider that a sit-up to roll off the bed. I'll give you a heads up. See, I don't like to share. So you guys are favorites. All right, guys. I do thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we'll do this for only an hour. Today's Friday. Be safe. Have a stop loss. And remember, don't FOMO. Don't feel like you always have to be in a trade. And if you want to be in a group that gives you updates and when the exact precise moment when to enter, come join us. All right. That's all I got. I do thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, let's make this money. Take care. And my favorite song. In 3, a 2, and a 1. A bingo bang.
Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull up bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbits our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hat? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
All right, guys, thank you so much. And of course, gifted memberships to Dave, Army Piper, Theo, Stein, and Clay the Great. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you so much. You have no idea. I'm just so happy to be here. I'm happy to share my knowledge, and I just appreciate everything you guys are doing. Thank you, David. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. See you tomorrow. Take care.